Now, breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
A shooting at an apartment complex in Wake Forest. What investigators who were there for more than 3 hours tell us about injuries.
And we have the potential for storms starting today and continuing through the holiday weekend. I'll have today's travel plan timeline coming up.
Some Wake County schools are struggling with their air conditioners during the first week of school. The maintenance issues the district is facing as it tries to keep classrooms cool.
Expect long lines and delays this weekend as you get out for that last trip of summer. You're looking live at RDU Airport. Look at all those folks in the TSA checkpoint line. The busy Labor Day travel weekend is just getting started. What to keep in mind for a smooth trip. You know, there are two types of people, those who get to the airport 2 hours early and those who get there, 5 minutes before their flight. I'm kidding. I'm not looking at you, Jeff. Good morning, everyone. Great to have you with us. We hope you have safe Labor Day travels. I'm Renee Chu.
I'm Jeff Hogan. I think she did look at me.
Yeah. I get there 2 hours early.
I'm a 90-minute guy. It's fine. No stress. Yeah. Amy Wilmoth is in the WRAL Severe Weather Center right now. This severe risk covers our whole state here.
Just about, yeah. Level 1 risk for severe storms for today. So as you're making your travel plans, maybe you're going to the mountains, maybe you're going to the coast. It's really anywhere we have that chance for some isolated severe storms later on today. Things are pretty quiet right now on the radar. We did have some storms yesterday and overnight, but things are quiet this morning for the morning commute. But it is very warm and very humid outside this morning. Temperatures are in the 70s. Dew points are in the 70s for the most part as well. So very sticky as you step outside this morning. This is a live look at RDU. A lot of folks traveling today. If you have travel plans, maybe you have a flight this morning, things are in good shape. Same thing for this afternoon. But by the time we get to the evening hours, that's when our storm chances start to go up. We're going to get up to about 95 this afternoon. A look at your rain chances for later this evening. About a 30% chance by 6 p.m. and then a 50% chance. So Football Friday likely impacted. I'll have more on the holiday weekend coming up, Ken.
All right, Amy, at 6:01, as you just mentioned, a rather quiet start to your morning commute this morning. Taking a look at our live traffic sensors, we're not seeing any major delays in any part of our Wake County major roads and surrounding communities. Similarly, in Durham and Chapel Hill, all the major roads, I-40, 885, north and southbound lanes, free and clear this morning. Let's take you outside, shall we? We'll give you a live look at Wade Avenue and Edwards Mill Road. Traffic is beginning to pick up a bit, but you expect this time of the morning, but delay-free in both directions.
Ken, thanks. A person is hurt after shooting around 3 this morning in Wake Forest. Nick Perlin is at the Wake Forest Police Department from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker. And Nick, this happened at an apartment complex.
And Renee, Wake Forest police left that apartment complex about 45 minutes ago, so we're here trying to get more information about what exactly led to this shooting early this morning. I want to get you to this video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker just so you get a better view of what this crime scene looked like. This is right before 3 a.m., and you can see crime scene tape and a long line of Wake Forest police cars here. They were also interviewing potential witnesses to try to hear what they heard about about more information about this shooting. Again, we do know one person was shot and was taken to the hospital. They are expected to recover, but at this point in time, we're still trying to find out more about a potential suspect and if Wake Forest police know what exactly led up to this. I'll stay on top of this one all morning. Live in Wake Forest, Nick Perlin, WRAL News.
Labor Day holiday weekend is here, and that means one more last hurrah for the travel rush of summer. TSA predicts 17 million people will travel through airports across the country, including RDU International. A live look right there. That's where we find WRAL's Kelsey Coffey this morning with the airport wanting to make sure the people are traveling. Expect long lines. Prepare for it, Kelsey.
Jeff, folks need to be prepared. We are seeing 5 cancellations and 10 delays here at RDU so far this morning, according to FlightAware. This is the security line right now. Now, about 30 minutes ago, there were a lot more people, so it seems like the line is moving pretty quickly here. It's estimated that about 200,000 people will travel through RDU between today and Monday, according to airport officials. We'll show you some video now from Memorial Day weekend. That was the unofficial start of summer travel season, and now we're here at the end. RDU officials say the airport will break the all-time Labor Day travel numbers they hit last year. They're expecting a 13.5% increase from 2023. As always, airport officials are encouraging travelers to arrive early. And we spoke with travelers who were stuck in the long TSA line earlier today.
We had the experience a couple of years back where we came late, a little late and missed the flight. So now we're not trying to do that again.
If you're picking up friends or family from the airport this weekend, RDU officials recommend that you park in the cell phone lot. That way you can just be a couple minutes away from both terminals and be out of the way of all that traffic. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live at RDU.
Chris Lovingood here in the WRAL Life Center. Sorry, I'm getting some notes off the printer here. We've got a situation unfolding right now in Willow Spring. Actually, let me go ahead and pull up the video here real fast and pull it up in the screen on here in the Life Center. What you see right here is a firefighter response happening right now. This is on James Austin Road and near Early Green Road. Photojournalist Charles Bradley is there giving us this look right now. This appears to be some sort of structure fire that happened here, and we can clearly see the ladder that was extended there. And you also see there are some firefighters on scene as they're investigating this. You can clearly see there's been some fire damage to this building. Not quite clear what this is just yet. I'm trying to hone in on specifically where this is on a map. Give me a little bit and I'll try to get you more information. We are going to update you as soon as we can here in the WRAL Live Center. But again, this is going on in Willow Springs. We'll try to get you an update here soon.
Chris, thanks. People hitting the road for the holiday weekend can expect to pay less to fill up their tank this year. New numbers from AAA this morning show the national average cost of gas is $3.35 a gallon. North Carolina's average is even lower, $3.14 a gallon. The average in Raleigh is $3.20. Drivers will want to leave early today if possible. The best time to be on the road is before noon or after 7 p.m. to avoid congestion. The worst time to be on the road between 2 and 6 p.m.
Students will be back in class this morning at several Wake County schools after they had to close early because of air conditioning issues. Wakefield High School and Willow Spring High School closed early yesterday. This has been an ongoing issue this week. Wakefield Middle School and Sanderson High School also closed early Tuesday for the same reason. Wake County says half of the county's HVAC maintenance jobs are vacant.
He said it was hotter in the building than it was outside. But I just wish so as far as with communication, it was a little bit better. Because, I think they could have sent out an earlier notice than like 30 minutes before schools actually get ready to let out.
So they had technicians working throughout the night to get everything back online.
Heritage High School will be back to a normal schedule today after it was evacuated for a bomb threat. Wake Forest police are working to find the person behind the threat. Wake County EMS said 3 people were taken to the hospital with heat-related issues after standing outside when the school was evacuated. This was 10:30 yesterday morning. 1,800 students stood on the football field unprotected from the sun for 90 minutes before school was dismissed for the day. 20 to 30 students were treated by paramedics on scene. Law enforcement never did find a credible threat. Breaking news out of Texas. A police officer is dead and 2 others are hurt after shooting in Dallas. Officials say the 3 officers exchanged gunfire with a man in a neighborhood just after 10 p.m. The man led police on a high-speed chase. He was later shot and killed.
This man, wanted in connection to bank robberies across North Carolina, is in custody this morning now. Chapel Hill police say Jonathan Florence was arrested in Guilford County yesterday. According to investigators, Florence stole money from a bank in Creedmoor last Friday and another bank in Chapel Hill Tuesday.
Covering Wake County, 2 former sheriff's deputies will get compensation after a jury found former Wake Sheriff Gerald Baker wrongfully fired them. The lawsuit stemmed from something that happened back in 2017. The deputies filed a report claiming one of Baker's longtime friends made homophobic comments during a sensitivity training. This happened before Baker was sheriff. When he became sheriff, he fired the deputies who filed the report. Former Sheriff Donnie Harrison testified during the trial.
It's sort of like a whistleblower that was trying to make sure that the sheriff's office maintained a good reputation, and they were telling the truth. Why would you penalize somebody for telling the truth?
The jury recommended both deputies receive $500,000 in damages. The chief district court judge will have the final say on the payout. Baker has not responded to a WRAL request for a comment.
A lot of stress for an early season game, a nail-biter for UNC fans. It went well after midnight. The Tar Heels went back and forth with Minnesota all game long. Kicker Noah Burnett hit his 4th field goal of the game to put UNC up 19-17. Less than 2 minutes to play there, and as time expired, Minnesota's kicker missed a field goal wide right. Would have given the Golden Gophers the win. The Tar Heels hold on in their season opener 19-17. They'll play their home opener next Saturday against Charlotte. Will they have their starting quarterback, though? UNC fans will be looking for an update today about starting quarterback Max Johnson. He went down late in the third quarter with an apparent knee injury there and was carted off the field after the game. Mac Brown said that he didn't have any updates just yet on how badly Johnson is hurt.
It was a bit of a rocky start to NC State's season. Western Carolina put up a fight early, taking a 14-7 lead in the first quarter. The Catamounts were up 21-17 going into the fourth quarter. But then NC State scored 3 unanswered touchdowns to pull away. NC State gets the win 38-21. They'll look to stay undefeated next Saturday when they host 15th-ranked Tennessee.
Round it out, Duke kicks off tonight. 10 after 6, we're learning more about investigations of the Boar's Head plant in Virginia linked to a listeria outbreak. What the USDA reports are showing about the conditions inside there.
A UNC astronomy student is back on Earth after an out-of-this-world trip. The history Carson Kitchen made on her journey into space.
We've made it to the long holiday weekend, but we do have storm chances each day over the weekend. I'll walk you through the timeline of storms and show you who's under the threat for severe weather coming up.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
Welcome back. I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in for Elizabeth this morning. We have the tower lit in green. We have the potential for storms again today. It's going to be later on. We'll have a quiet start to the day. First half of the afternoon looks quiet as well. Temperatures are very warm this morning. 78 in Raleigh and Durham, 75 in Southern Pines, 75 in Rocky Mountain, 73 in Goldsboro. It's also very muggy. If you want to head to the pool today, it's going to feel like summertime. We'll have a high around 95, not quite as hot as the 101 record-breaking high that we had yesterday, but still plenty hot. The heat index around 100 today, and then storms start to move back in by the time we get to the evening hours and later on tonight. And those storm chances are going to continue. Saturday we have some isolated storms, and then Sunday and Monday also we have the chance for some storms as well. Ken?
Happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. Really quiet start to your morning commute, but we do have reports of Raleigh police working a hit-and-run crash on Southgate Drive near Compassionate Drive. This is in southeast Raleigh. We're not seeing any problems on the sensors this morning, so not really a problem for you to worry about. Just thought you should know about it just in case you live in that area. But elsewhere around Wake County and surrounding communities, all the major roads are delay-free at this hour.
Federal inspectors say they found mold and insects at the Boar's Head plant in Virginia. That's the source of dozens of cases of listeria nationwide. Deli meat from that plant is linked to the outbreak that's left at least 9 people dead and 57 in the hospital. The USDA says it's found nearly 70 violations at the Virginia plant in the past year. Boar's Head recalled more than 7 million pounds of its meat. Speaking with WRAL's Grace Haba, CDC Director Mandy Cohen talked about what to do if you're concerned about your deli meat.
Throw out those packages. Make sure you're heating up those turkey slices before you consume them. But again, I think we're hopefully at the tail end of things.
Boar's Head has paused production at the Virginia plant.
The Postal Service is outlining its security plans ahead of the general election. The agency says it will have additional pickups, extra deliveries, and special sorting plans to ensure safe delivery of mail-in ballots. Those efforts will get started in late October. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service also plans to have rigorous security protocols in place, monitoring for potential threats.
The social media platform X will close its San Francisco headquarters next month. Reports indicate the doors will close Friday, September 13th. Employees were informed of the closure by memo yesterday. Elon Musk announced earlier this year that he will move operations of X and SpaceX from California to Texas. Labor Day weekend is filled with chances to enjoy live music and a festival in downtown Raleigh.
It is time to take a look at Out and About's best bets, starting off with 2 big concerts coming up tonight. The Roots with special guest Macy Gray will play Booth Amphitheater tonight. There are still some tickets available as well. They start at $52. The event is a benefit for the Kay Yao Cancer Fund.
Also tonight, Childish Gambino will bring his New World Tour to PNC Arena in Raleigh. Actor Donald Glover has released 4 studio albums under the name Childish Gambino. Tickets for tonight's show start at $54.
The African American Cultural Festival of Raleigh and Wake County is happening tomorrow and Sunday on Fayetteville Street. It's an annual event that attracts more than 40,000 people each year. There'll be live music, a vendor marketplace, and a family village with fun crafts for children. Admission is free. WRAL is a proud community partner of the African American Cultural Festival. And you can find out more about these events and many more by going to WRAL.com. Just search the keyword Out and About.
And the festival is celebrating its 15th year, and it should be a lot of fun. Meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. For folks who are staying close to home for the Labor Day weekend, it's still going to feel like summer.
It is, especially the first half of the weekend, and then temperatures back off a little bit by the time we get to Labor Day, and some nice weather once we get beyond Labor Day. This is a live look at our dual Doppler 5000. We had some storms yesterday and overnight. Things have really settled down now. We don't have any rain showing up on the radar, but we did have some rain in the last 24 hours. Not everybody had the rain, but there are some pockets of blue here. That's where they saw about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Again, not everybody getting the rain, but we have more opportunities. It's fairly unsettled this weekend. We have a stalled boundary pretty close to central North Carolina that will bring the opportunity for some storms over the next couple of days. And then by the time we get to Monday, this cold front will arrive, and that's going to bring the potential for some storms as we wrap up the long holiday weekend. So here's a breakdown of your rain chances. Today, it's about a 30% chance during the daytime hours, then a 50% chance tonight. Some spotty storms around on Saturday, about a 30% chance, a 60% chance on Sunday, a 50% chance for some storms on Labor Day as that cold front moves through the area. So here's a look at futurecasts. The first half of the day we're looking good, but then once we get to the heating of the afternoon, we'll start to notice some storms firing up around 3 o'clock or so. So if you're traveling this evening, you'll be dodging some of these storms through the afternoon and evening hours. Here's 10 p.m. We'll have some scattered showers and storms. Saturday morning, maybe a few spotty showers, something to keep in mind if you're headed to the African American Cultural Festival in Raleigh. I don't think it'll be widespread in the morning, and there's going to be a lot of dry time tomorrow as well. So go ahead and head downtown and have some fun. 5 p.m. Saturday, some hit and miss showers and storms. And then Sunday, it looks like the first half of the day is dry, but we get to the afternoon and evening, it's the same pattern. We'll have that chance for some storms. Today, we do have a level 1 risk across most of North Carolina. So really, no matter where you're traveling today, there's that chance we could see an isolated severe storm. Saturday, this is the general thunderstorm shading. So just some scattered storms. We don't expect severe weather. And then Sunday, we have a level 1 risk for almost the entire state as well. A live look at Raleigh right now, it's 78, the dew point 73. So it is very, very muggy outside. Walking the dog today, keep in mind it is going to be hot. 95 for the high with those storm chances working back in by the time we get to the evening hours. And it stays unsettled through the weekend, highs in the 90s through Sunday, but 84 Monday. And then look at next week, high temperatures in the 70s Wednesday and Thursday, Ken.
All right, Amy, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. A crash we've been monitoring for the last hour or so, really in southeast Raleigh. It's at Southgate Drive near Compassionate Drive. Is likely in the clearing phase, but not really causing any problems for you this morning. Elsewhere, we did have reports of Wake County deputies working a crash in northern Wake County in the 14,000 block of New Light Road. It's a crash with injuries. I'll get more on that just in case it begins to affect your morning commute, but we're not seeing any major delays on any of our major roads. And speaking of those major roads, here's I-40 and Rock Quarry Road. You see traffic has definitely picked up in both directions. The westbound lanes are moving away from us, but that traffic is moving at a nice steady clip this morning.
Thanks, Ken. A Panther Creek High School student is okay after being hit by a car in the carpool line. We'll tell you how Carrie and school officials are working to make sure that doesn't happen again.
And the first Buc-ee's in North Carolina is getting closer to opening. The work that's being done to make way for the popular store.
Also, here's a look at your NC Education winning lottery numbers. And we're back with what's trending next.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
So NC State football got a hard-fought win in its season opener after a rough start. One of its mascots had a rough start as well.
Ken Smith here now with what's trending. Ken.
Yeah, Renee and Jeff, Miss Wolf's ride onto the field at Carter Finley Stadium didn't go as planned. She took a spill. Yeah, there you see it right there as the car stopped in midfield, but she quickly got back to her feet and waved to the crowd. Take a look at it again. Oh, we're sorry, Miss Wolf. Miss Wolf posted to social media, "I can't even sneeze without making the news." No, you can't.
No, nor should she. We should have our eyes on it, but oh, so graceful. Look at her. Pops up,
Yep.
spin, twirl. There we go. On with it. Forgotten about, and off she goes.
Absolutely.
The team stumbled in its start and then came back and won, so she wins.
We all fall at times, but it's how you get back up that counts.
Exactly. So we're getting our first look at Jurassic World Rebirth starring Scarlett Johansson. Universal Pictures sharing these photos from the filming of that movie scheduled to come out next July.
And that man that was next to Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, who Bridgerton fans will certainly recognize as Anthony Bridgerton. So looking forward to this movie.
Yeah, now we
another sequel.
Next summer.
Right.
Gotta wait for it.
There he is. Soon, people in Cumberland County will be able to grab some coffee or a hoagie from a new Wawa convenience store. A groundbreaking was held yesterday in Hope Mills for the new travel center. An opening date hasn't been announced yet. The company is expected to build 10 more stores in North Carolina by the end of the year and have 90 locations over the next 10 years. Other cities expecting a Wawa include Wilson and Goldsboro.
6:26 right now. UNC's season opener on the football field had Tar Heel fans holding their breath for more than one reason: the late ending and the injury to the team's starting quarterback.
And we have some unsettled weather for the holiday weekend. Each day we're dodging some storms, and that's followed by some cooler temperatures. But I'll show you the rain timeline today and the travel forecast for today coming up.
And the final holiday weekend of summer will have millions of people traveling. How you can prepare before heading out for your Labor Day trip this weekend.